of Beyonce's ex-drummer of 7 years. She is seeking a restraining order against Beyonce. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, tapping into her phone bill, and basically controlling her finances. Her, she's saying the Beyonce camp is put up a huge campaign against her, and it's overall witchcraft. She sought a restraining order in the past. It got denied, and she has another one scheduled for October 11th, but the internet is just like, what? Excuse me? And, you know, I was just at the Beyonce concert last week in Houston. It was definitely a religious experience.
Went and killed the girl Cats. A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and while she was asleep, you know, snacking on his bed, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too, which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. She was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music, handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington. Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band.
Solange is finally revealing the truth behind her and Beyonce's witchcraft, and it turns out that Beyoncé is the one who dragged Solange into messing with that demonic voodoo stuff. Jaguar Wright tried warning us about this a while back, but as usual, folks called her crazy and even said she was jealous of Beyoncé. Fast forward to a few days ago, Solange finally spilled the tea and confirmed everything. However, according to Solange, she and Beyonce's witchcraft aren't the same. This was shocking coming from Solange because she has always been a ride or die for her sister. So the fact that she's popping out to expose her definitely has people wondering if Beyoncé is now dabbling into stronger territories of witchcraft than the one she's already been doing. Back in 2023, when Beyoncé made history for the most Grammy wins in history, she thanked everyone, including Jay-Z and even her dead Uncle Johnny, except for Solange. People were quick to notice this because she and Solange have been so close for as long as we can remember, so the thought of her forgetting to mention her during such a big moment just doesn't make sense to people. However, it looks like we're finally getting the answers to the question. Word on the street is Beyoncé and Solange have actually not been getting along for a while now, and it all has to do with her alleged witchcraft. Yes, Beyoncé shows up to Solange's shows and all that, but Solange wouldn't go as far as jumping Jay-Z in the elevator like she did a while back, even if she was paid to do it. That's how bad their relationship has apparently gotten.
Now, the reason why Solange reportedly has a problem with Beyoncé dabbling into that witchcraft mess is because apparently, Beyoncé uses her witchcraft to destroy people so she can get ahead in her career. These rumors were recently fueled when Beyoncé's former dancer Khadijah Cherie recently came out with some wild allegations. She accused Beyoncé of allegedly paying people to kidnap her daughter and brutally SA her. Khadijah claims Beyoncé did this to punish her for walking away after finding out about her demonic mess. To make matters worse, Khadijah said she's got receipts to prove she isn't just making this stuff up. She made this explosive post on Instagram that said, "Are you serious? You called for my child to be you evil witch. At essence, check on my child. I'm about to blow this through the roof. Beyoncé, you went too far. You gotta be kidding me. I'm the child you offed to be a star, you forgot? You were only supposed to be a star, on the tree, giving orders of take out, never went with your stardom. When it was happening to me, I kept my mouth shut for my career, not with my goddaughter. I'll blow your world up." Now, prior to this, Beyoncé's former drummer Kimberly Thompson had also accused Beyoncé of using extreme witchcraft behind the scenes, so the allegations Khadijah made wasn't far off. Kimberly said that when she was on tour with Beyoncé, she was exposed to some demonic activities backstage that she wanted no parts in. Because of this, she quit touring with Beyoncé, but that wasn't enough to free her. Beyoncé allegedly sent people to threaten her, and even unalived her cat. The unalived cat was later used in a demonic ritual as well. Kimberly literally had to get a restraining order just to be safe, but that was still not enough to stop Beyoncé. Oh, and remember what I said earlier about Solange and Beyoncé both allegedly doing witchcraft? Kimberly seemingly confirmed this as well, claiming that she witnessed Solange also dabbling in all that witchcraft. According to the popular messy YouTube blogger Storm Monroe, Beyoncé has been a high-ranking witch in the industry. She allegedly took over
after Madonna stepped down. Apparently, the god Beyoncé worships is called Oshun, and this Oshun is the god she's usually referring to when she says she thanks God. Notice how most of these celebrities never actually say Jesus or Muhammad. They always just say God to fool us into thinking they're talking about the God we know, when the whole time they're actually talking about their own demonic gods.
Beyonce is a witch. She's a very powerful witch. She's heavy into African spirituality. She is a daughter of, I believe, either a daughter of Oshun or Yemaya. I go back and forth. I feel like it's Oshun though, but if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. But nonetheless, she's a high-ranking witch. Madonna's old. Madonna is almost done, and Madonna is a very high-ranking witch. She is a high priestess. That's just pretty much what it is. Of course, the main thing Madonna practices is Kabbalah, but then there's different versions of Kabbalah, just like there's different versions of African spirituality. But then I also believe that in addition to African spirituality, I do believe that Beyonce is into dark magic and black magic as well, her and Jay-Z. And we're just going to leave it at that.
When it comes to Solange, it's unclear the exact god she worships, but she recently exposed herself when she accidentally posted photos of her shrine on her Instagram post. The post was only up for a few minutes, so clearly she didn't want us to see it. However, people caught screenshots and reposted them.
An altar. She posted an altar. This is some type of, what it looks like, some type of African spirituality type of altar.
Now, once Storm dropped that bomb, the internet did what the internet does best. They started digging. And honey, they found multiple receipts of Beyoncé being involved in this witchcraft stuff for a long time. Apparently, she started it with her alter ego, Sasha Fierce. She admitted on multiple occasions that Sasha Fierce is a demon that she allows to possess her when she is on stage. She even said out of her own mouth that she only lets Sasha take over when it's time to perform because she's naturally shy. Initially, folks thought Sasha was just an alter ego, but word is it's actually a demon that Beyoncé allowed to take over her, but she hides it under the guise of an alter ego. She said, "Right before I performed for the BET Awards, I raised my hands and it was the first time I felt something else come into me. I knew that was going to be my coming out night at the award show." And let's not forget when prophetess Tiffany Montgomery got on the pulpit and boldly accused Beyoncé of doing witchcraft. She even exposed the demonic meaning behind Jay-Z's stage name and the real meaning behind Beyoncé calling her fans the Beehive.
Any of you who are going to Beyonce's concert, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. How dare you call yourself a Christian? You think that man called himself Jehovah? It was short for Jehovah. A witch has a coven. It's normally a small thing. Witches' covens are normally 3 to 7 people. When it becomes thousands, it's called a hive. Y'all are part of that lady Beehive?
Now, as I said, word on the street is Solange and Beyoncé have not been saying eye to eye for a while now, because unlike Solange, she is using her witchcraft for all the wrong reasons, while Solange just uses it to protect herself.
Have the blue candle, which, I don't know, some people say the blue candle, it represents protection and peace and healing and divine feminine and all that type of stuff. And then the red candle is like a power, passion, protection spell type of thing. So this is a legitimate altar that she has set up. This is very intentional. This is a place of worship for her. This is
According to sources, Solange thought Beyoncé was using it for the right things like she was, but she recently found out that she was only using it to destroy other people. And judging from the allegations that her ex-drummer and dancer have made against her, those rumors don't seem so far off anymore. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "Beyoncé's sister didn't have to expose anything. Everyone should know by now." Another person said, "Their mother clearly looks evil, bro. Everyone acts like she's so beautiful, but I just don't see it, lol." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Beyoncé and Solange allegedly messing with all that witchcraft stuff? And do you think Solange is moving away from Beyoncé because she's using her witchcraft for the wrong reasons? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.